these people back 3 and 4 month returns sometimes on their money. And they're saving hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, some of them, all right, because of the Con Ed rebate program. And people aren't even aware of it. So one of the things, if you own buildings, commercial buildings, and it comes all the way down and you can see the map, you have to be in that targeted map and the zone changes. So next year we'll get another zone and it'll move. And it is limited money. So I suggest you call immediately just to see if you're in the zone and if you qualify. But again, you go to our website, onestopenergy.com, and you look at the maps and you see if you qualify, you give us a call. We come down and do a free audit for you, okay? Now, we started with lights, and there are other things, all the sensors that turn your lights off and on from temperature and movement. All of these things are scientific, where we literally can go in and tell you specifically what your savings are. Now we're into digital controls and chillers and air movement and all these variety of other services that we offer, which makes it a one-stop service. Again, everyone's talking green, very few people are doing it. And it amazes me when I walk these streets and go in these buildings on all the waste that's going on. And it has a lot to do with ignorance, because if they really could see the quality of the light. Now we're going in some situations from 4 T12s, which are a fatter bulb, to 1 T8 with a reflector. You're talking about saving 70% on your lighting cost. Okay, and if you go on to the NYSERDA website, we're part of the Right Light program, you can improve your retail sales by 35% and improve the efficiencies of your worker with a better right light. And we help design systems, because sometimes it's too much, sometimes it's not enough, sometimes it's too yellow, too bright. And lighting is very personal, so you have to really handle it the right way. But that's what we do. We're a one-stop service. We'll help you with all the tax credits. We're NYSERDA approved. And if we're not approved in those programs, we'll go do it. Now we do, again, the Empower program, which is the very poor, and we do the very wealthy. We're in very expensive units that people feel are, energy, I guess I don't want to call the term safe, but they feel they're energy efficient and they're just not. All right, again, as I mentioned before, this is all a science now. No one's guessing. If you go to the websites of NYSERDA, you can save 40% across the board on your utility bill. So it amazes me a lot of people aren't doing this. The next thing that are coming out that everybody has to look at are the LED lights, because now we're into LED bulbs. And if you're looking now, again, every day, like the CFL got better, the quality, they last longer. That's what's going on with LEDs. So we're actually selling LEDs now for very special applications where you have high lobbies or hallways where you don't want to have to go up and change these bulbs as they blow out all the time, in essence, the maintenance. So again, when you look at this particular program, anyone that has, again, residential or commercial, because we have all the variety of programs, give us a call. Let's see what's next. Okay, this is again talking about the Right Light program, but if you go to the Energy Smart website, it'll describe that for you and how that whole thing works. Again, talking about the financial analysis, this makes sense now. We, everything, and all of our proposals, we talk about the carbon cuts. But we're really talking about the returns to that. And they're astronomical. And they're financeable. I mean, we work with a ton of banks that would love to lend somebody money on a solid building that's getting ready to lower their overhead. And again, when you lower your overhead, you can lower your rents, have a higher vacancy. It all makes sense. Now, here's the good thing. It's a win-win-win. Everyone here in business knows if you lower your monthly overhead, the value of your building goes up. Right? Where are you going to go get an investment like that today, where you're investing in yourself, you're lowering your monthly overhead with a very fast return and your value goes up, okay? So I encourage everyone here, if they haven't, how many people here have created some type of green program in their buildings or their businesses? See, it's very few. Here's the next thing we do. We just hooked up with an international consulting firm with large, heavy support on the back end that are creating green sustainability programs for companies and buildings and employees. Well, they'll literally take you and actually help you write your proposal. They'll help you set up a map and take you through supply chains, your waste, the whole aspect of your business, so that you can add this in, at your annual report, but also you can start marketing the fact that you are green, truly green.
I think we're out of time here, but I'd love to jump to some questions. Obviously, Rudy has a lot of energy, and he's a big proponent of this stuff. Right back here?
Yeah.
Sorry, the gentleman.
A three-part question. First of all, do you do industrial buildings like manufacturing and distribution sectors? Two, do you have LED lighting for large spaces like that? And do you work outside of it? Do you go for like New Jersey and Connecticut?
Do you do LED lighting in industrial
Yes,
spaces
we
outside of New
do,
York City?
and actually with industrial buildings, you have other, like if you have a lot of motors are very inefficient. And we do power factor correction, where you can take a motor that's inefficient, that's really hitting your utility bill tremendously, and do an analysis to lower that. And the bigger the building, the better, as far as we're concerned. We plan lighting, and we're footprinted from Washington, D.C. up to Boston, depending on the size of the deal. And we go from very small deals to very complicated deals.
Great, I think we had another question right here.
Yes, I would need to know if you work in Yonkers, which is an answer.
Okay.
Yes, we
It
do.
works in Yonkers.
Yes.
Right here, please. Contact information's in the forms, and we'll circulate that by email as well. Over here. Any rebate zones outside of Manhattan?
Well, there's one in Westchester that's about to end with Con Ed. And LIPA, I mean, all the utility companies, we're working with utility companies around the country now, and they're all coming out with programs because of this SBC charge. And again, most people aren't aware of it, and they leave it up to contractors to market, and there just aren't enough contractors to get the word out, in essence.
Great. Yeah, another question here? How what?
No, we have a contract with them. We represent Converge in Lower Manhattan in selling the program, doing the audits, and actually doing the work. And we do some of the work that they actually sell themselves with our own crews. Yes, yes.
The question right here.
Well, what happens is a commercial audit. Well, we'll do a commercial lighting audit for free, all right? Because all we're doing is counting bulbs and wattage and what's existing technology versus what we know we can do. When it comes to a more sophisticated one, we also do the demand side management, where if you're a heavy energy user in New York, we can come in and give you kind of a free audit if you're willing to like turn a cogeneration unit on, shut some elevators down, you know, so give us a call, and every situation is different. But we don't make money in audits. I mean, we do the audit so we can get the work.
Okay, well, let's cut it off there. I know that Rudy has a number of people here from his business here
Yes,
tonight, all wearing this
green
shirt.
shirts, little owls.
So just identify one of the green shirts, and we'll take it from there. Thank you, Rudy.
Thank you very much.